Hello, hello, and welcome to your practice today. Today's theme revolves around springtime. Here in the Shenandoah Valley, it is a chilly 40 degrees, but we are literally 3 days into the spring season, so it's just going to get warmer from here. We are going to have some temperatures this week that are reminiscent of later spring, early summer, actually. And so this is a wonderful time of year, a time for rebirth and new growth and new beginnings. And so those are some of the themes in our practice today. We'll be exploring some postures that center around being reminiscent of rebirth and new beginnings. And we're also going to do some movements that are reminiscent of taking up a lot of space. So we're going to get nice and wide and take up some space today. So welcome to your practice. Thank you so much for indulging in this beautiful yoga practice with me. And so we're going to go ahead and get started. So you're going to take a seat, a comfortable seat. So whatever comfortable means for you, it does not have to be easy seated pose. You can stretch your legs out in front of you as you have a seat, or you can even start sitting in a chair if that's more comfortable for you. So make your beginning seated posture accessible for your own body, remembering that is different for everyone else or for everyone's body. And so once you've found your comfortable seat, you also may want to sit on something such as a block with a blanket covering. You can't see, but that's what I'm sitting on. A bolster or a pillow if you're down on the ground or on the floor. And you're just going to close your eyes down here. Get long and tall in your spine. Let your shoulders soften down your back. Soften your face, your neck, and your jaw. Bring your tongue off of the roof of your mouth. Letting your hands rest wherever is comfortable. So you'll see I have my palms on my knees, right above my knees on my lower thighs. If that does not work for you, you can always bring the backs of your hands to rest on your legs. So this is a gesture of receptivity. So maybe you think about what you'd like to receive from the universe. You can also take a mudra, so you can bring your hands to rest in your lap with your thumbs touching. This is a mudra of concentration. Helps to bring more clarity and concentration. Or perhaps you just have your hands resting down on the floor or on the earth beside you. So this is a good way to get grounded and centered. And once you find your seat and position of choice and your eyes are closed, take a moment to get nice and quiet and still. And just tune into your natural breath pattern. And just notice any sensations, any thoughts that may arise as you're here in quiet and still. So starting your practice with a short meditation is a really great way to get grounded, still, and centered. Great way to get focused. And as you're noticing these thoughts, it's okay to have them. Our brains are wired to think. As you're noticing these thoughts that pop up, just gently push them away and come back to the focus on your breath pattern. More moments of quiet stillness here. still, get quiet and still. Tune in to that deepest place of stillness inside you. So over your next couple of breaths, come up with an intention for your practice. Developing an intention in your practice is a really great way to seal that intention in, help to establish it as you move forward from your practice. So this intention, the only rule I suggest is that it's positive. And this intention can be a word or a phrase that really resonates with you, and perhaps it surrounds our theme of new beginnings. And so maybe it's an attitude, an idea, or a concept that is inspired by a new beginning or new beginning. And once you come up with this intention, just take some breaths into it to seal it in. I'll share mine with you. It is patience. I can always use more. Take a full inhale here, in through your nose, breathing into that intention. Your belly, chest, and side bodies expand out as far as they'll go. Taking up some space with your breath. Exhale to release, letting all of those areas travel back towards your back body. Inhale deeply in through your nose. Exhale to release, navel to spine. Take a full breath in here. And exhale, navel to spine. We're going to start our movement practice this morning, or today, with some seated cat-cow. So just bring your palms to rest on your thighs here. You may choose to keep your eyes closed and just listen, or if you need to watch me, feel free to open your eyes. Feeling this nice, beautiful, warm sunshine shine down on me here. Inhale, arc the spine, draw the shoulders down the back, gazes up towards the sky. Exhale, navel to spine, round the spine, chin to chest here. Inhale, draw your palms back towards your body, arc your spine, draw the shoulders down the back, look up. Exhale, let your palms float towards your knees, round your spine, chin to chest. Inhale to arc the spine, look up towards the sky. Exhale, round the spine, and draw your navel towards your spine, chin towards your chest. 2 more of these. Inhale, arc the spine. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, navel to spine. Inhale, 2, arc the spine, look up towards the sky. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, navel to spine. Next inhale, we're going to grow long and tall in our spine. Exhale, come back to stillness. So we're going to do those same movements, but this time we're going to take up some space. So next inhale, arc the spine, grow nice and wide, stretch your fingertips out wide, face up towards the sky, taking up some space. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, navel to spine. Let your palms drop down towards the earth. 4 more just like this. Inhale, arc the spine, look up towards the sky. Close your eyes if it feels right. Stretching your fingertips out. Exhale, 2, draw your chin in towards your chest, round your spine, palms down towards the earth. Inhale, arc the spine, draw the shoulders down, the back getting nice and wide, taking up space. Exhale, 2, round your spine, chin to chest, palms drop down towards the earth. Inhale, 2, arc the spine, look up towards the sky, draw the shoulders down the back. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, palms down towards the earth. Last one here. Inhale, take up lots of space. Arc the spine, look up towards the sky. Exhale, palms float down towards the earth, round the spine, chin to chest, navel to spine. Next inhale, we come back to our easy seated position. Grow long and tall in the spine. And then as you exhale, you're going to move to a tabletop position. So if you're like me and you're sitting on your props, you're going to want to move those out of the way. So I have a trusty blanket, and you can use any blanket that is comfortable for you. It doesn't have to be those types of blankets. And I have my block. So I always recommend a block if you're practicing with me. All right, so we are in our tabletop position here. Shoulders are over the wrists, hips are over the knees. Take a moment here to press your fingertips into your mat, into the earth. And just bring a slight bend into those knuckles, the middle knuckles there. And press down through the four corners of the palm. So that's a really great way to get grounded here in your tabletop position. Gently tucking your tailbone down towards the earth, so that neutralizes your lumbar spine, your lower back. Take a full breath in through the nose right where you are. Breath out. You're going to walk your palms as far forward as is comfortable and bring your hips down towards your heels and your forehead towards the earth for your child's pose, Balasana. That is the Sanskrit name for this posture. If your hips do not come all the way down towards your heels, you can always use your block to prop under your hips. That is one of my favorite ways to explore this posture. Take a full breath in through the nose right where you are. Imagine how you are down here, but you can still take up space through your breath. Exhale, release navel to spine. Fullest, deepest inhale here, in through the nose. Exhale, navel to spine. Inhale, once again, feeling yourself take up space here. Exhale to release. Now visualize yourself as a seedling that is underneath of the earth. You are getting ready to emerge in line with the beautiful spring season, a time of regrowth and rebirth. Next inhale, you're going to draw your chin in towards your chest, draw your palms back towards your body, come up and round your spine here. Exhale, arc the spine, let your palms float forward and hips back down towards the heels. So keeping in mind about that seedling under the earth. Imagine yourself regrowing up here with the spring season. Inhale, we're going to do that little flow once again. Round the spine, draw the palms back towards the body. Exhale, arc the spine, hips back down towards the heels. 3 more of these. Inhale, we're regrowing up from the ground in line with the spring season. Exhale, hips down towards the heels. Palms float out in front of you. Inhale, round the spine, coming up. And then exhale, hips down towards the heels. Palms float back out. Last one, inhale, round the spine, coming up through your tabletop position. Exhale, let your palms float back out, hips down toward your heels. Next inhale, we're going to come up to our neutral tabletop position. We're going to walk our right palm towards our left one, so towards the left long edge of your mat. Exhale, you're going to step your right foot towards the front of your mat. You may need to back your left knee up some here. And this is where that blanket can come in. So you can bring that blanket under the back knee. That's a nice little way to pad here. I'm actually going to move it out of the way for video purposes. Next inhale, you're going to clasp all 10 fingers together. Stack your torso over your hips. Let your palms rest on your bent right knee. So your right knee is stacked over your right ankle. Exhale to stay. Inhale, get nice and wide. So you're taking up space. Stretch your fingertips out nice and wide here. Slight arc in the spine. Gaze is up towards the sky. Exhale. See if you can sink down into your hips. If you're having a lot of tightness in your hips, this doesn't work for everybody's body. So it's totally okay to just stay up instead of sink down. Take a full breath in through the nose. Stretch out through your fingertips here. Breath out. You're going to let your left palm come on the inside of the right foot, or perhaps to your block. So if your right or if your left hand doesn't reach down to the earth, you can always rest it on your block. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to do that. Next inhale, stretch the right fingertips up towards the sky. Your heart peels open to the right. Exhale, see if you can sink down more deeply into your hips. So that's a maybe, maybe not. Maybe you cannot do that, and that is okay. If you're feeling it, you're doing it. Inhale, stretch the right fingertips up higher. Exhale, perhaps you drop your right palm facing towards the left behind you. So your right palm is going to be facing towards the left, towards the back of the room, or wherever you are. Inhale, reach through your right fingertips here. Perhaps you stay right here, or exhale, bend your left knee and see if you can grab a hold of your left foot with your right hand. And once again, this does not work in everybody's body. It's totally fine to stay right where you are, just with the right hand down, right palm facing behind you. Or perhaps you just bend your leg and just start with it that way. Take a full breath in through the nose right where you are, wherever you are in the posture. Get nice and bright with your heart. Take up lots of space with your breath. Exhale, perhaps you sink down lower and draw that left foot even closer to your body, even if you're not holding it. Take a full breath in here. Breath out, you're going to release. Move your block if you have it. Breath in, straighten your left leg. So we're in a low runner's lunge position here. Breath out, kick off of your back foot. So your left foot, raising your left toes up towards the sky. Fingertips are on the earth, or maybe even on a block here. Breath in, you're going to raise up to a flat back. Breath out. See if you can bring your nose down towards your right knee. Totally okay if you can't lift that back foot up real far. Fullest, deepest inhale here, in through the nose. And exhale, left big toe meets the right one, nose towards the knees for Uttanasana, our forward fold position. Take a full expansive inhale here, in through the nose, raising up to a flat back. Stretch your fingertips behind you. And then exhale, plant your fingertips, and this time we're going to do all that on the other side. So step your right foot back, dropping your right knee down to the earth. And once again, if you need a blanket under that right knee, that's okay. Left knee stacked over left ankle. Inhale, back your torso up over your hips, clasping all 10 fingers together here. Exhale, you're going to rest your palms with your clasped fingers on that bent left knee. Take a full expansive inhale here, in through the nose. Just giving your body time to getting used to being in this posture. And exhale, inhale. We're going to take up space once again. That's our theme. Stretching your fingertips out wide. Slight arc in the spine, gazes up. Exhale, maybe you sink your hips down low. And notice the difference in sides. Take a full breath in here. Breath out. We're going to bring that right hand on the inside of the right foot or to your block. That helps to take up space between the earth and your hand. Inhale, heart spins open to the left. Raise your left fingertips up high. Keep your left knee in towards your body. That helps to get deeper into the hip stretch. Exhale, if you're coming with me, feel free to stay right there. If you're coming with me, drop your left hand down behind you. Left palm faces off to the right, so off behind you here. Take a full breath in through the nose. Shrug your shoulders down your back. Breath out. We're going to bend that right knee and see if we can grab a hold of that right foot. Notice how I backed my hips up here because this is my stiff side. Take a full inhale here, in through the nose. Heart peels open to the left. Exhale, perhaps you sink down low. And once again, it's okay to be different on different sides. Once again, it's also okay to, my knee slipped, to have just keeping your legs straight and keeping your left palm resting behind you. Or just bend your knee. Take a full breath in through the nose. Exhale, we're going to release. Frame the front foot with all 10 fingers. Inhale, we're going to straighten the back leg. So once again, we're in that low runner's lunge. Gently draw your right hip forward and left hip back. So that levels them out. Drawing the tops of the shoulder heads down and away from the ears. Exhale, kick off of that back foot. And then inhale, we're in this funny variation of our standing splits position. Exhale, nose comes towards that left knee, pointing through the right toes. Take a full inhale here. Exhale. Right big toe meets the left and nose towards the knees to forward fold. A couple of deep, expansive breaths. Envisioning yourself taking up space here as you breathe in and breathe out. Perhaps opposite hands come to opposite elbows. Fullest, deepest inhale here. Exhale, nose towards the knees. So you may need to bend your knees slightly here. Fullest, deepest inhale here, expanding out through your belly, chest, and side bodies. Feel how you raise up as you breathe in deeply. Exhale, feeling your nose travel back down towards your knees as your navel rests back towards your spine. Releasing your hands here, and inhale, reverse swan dive. So arms out and up, getting nice and wide, taking up space. Palms touch up above you. Exhale, palms land at heart center. All right, so we're going to take up some space with some sun salutations, aka Surya Namaskar. Drop your hands down by your hips and inhale, circle the arms out and up, fingertips up high. Exhale, let your palms fall out to the sides, nice bright heart, slight arc in the spine. Take a full breath in here, breath out. We're going to float the palms down towards the earth and make our way into our Uttanasana, our forward fold. Inhale, hands on the shins, raising up to a flat back, shoulders down the back. Exhale, plant your fingertips and step your right toes back, dropping your right knee down to the earth for Anjaneyasana, low lunge position. Inhale, get nice and wide with the fingertips, spreading them out wide. Arc in the spine, look up towards the sky. Exhale, two, plant your fingertips around your front foot. So that's your left foot. Inhale, straighten your back leg. Tops of the shoulder heads are down and away from the ears. Right hip dragged gently forward, left hip dragged back. Gently back. Exhale, plant your palms and step to your downward facing dog. Take a moment here to press down firmly into the four corners of your palms, gripping your mat with your finger pads. Inhale, roll your body forward into your plank pose. So modification for plank pose is just to drop your knees down. Exhale, two, let your entire body float all the way down to the earth. And you can do that from a knees down position. Release all 10 toes. Inhale, palms under the shoulders. Peel your heart up for your Bhujangasana, cobra pose. Looking up towards the sky. Exhale, curl toes, hinge hips for your downward facing dog. Next, inhale, you're going to draw your right knee in towards your nose, round your spine. And as you exhale, somehow, you're going to get that right foot in between your hands. Inhale, kick off of your back leg. So we're coming into those standing splits once again. And exhale, draw your nose down towards your right knee. And then inhale deeply in through the nose right here. Exhale. Left big toe meets the right one for your Uttanasana, your forward fold position. Next, inhale, reverse swan dive, arms out and up. We're getting nice and bright in our heart, taking up space. And then exhale, palms touch and land at heart center. Samastitihi. So we're going to do all of that stuff on the other side. Now drop the hands down by the hips and inhale, circle the arms out and up. Fingertips up high. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale with your heart. Come into your forward fold. This time as you inhale, you're going to stretch your fingertips behind you. Make your way to a flat back. Your Ardha Uttanasana. And then exhale, plant the fingertips. This time left toe step back. And drop your left knee down to the earth. Inhale nice and wide. We're coming up to our Anjaneyasana low lunge position. Stretching your fingertips out wide. And then exhale, fingertips plant around the front foot. Inhale to straighten your back leg, tops of the shoulder heads down and away from the ears. Gently drag left hip forward, right hip back. That just levels them out. Exhale, plant palms and Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog is where we meet. Next, inhale, bend your knees, raise your heels and hips up towards the sky. Giving our nice little feet a stretch here. Exhale, heels and heart melt down towards the earth. Inhale, rolling your body forward into your plank pose. Remember, you can drop your knees down right away if you need to. Exhale, elbows close to the ribs. Wherever you are, nice and slow, lower your body down to the earth. Releasing all 10 toenails. Separate your fingertips nice and wide. So you're tenting your fingertips off of your mat here and onto the earth or the floor. Next, inhale. We're taking up lots of space in our Bhujangasana, cobra pose. Arcing the spine, look up towards the sky. And exhale to bring your face down to the earth. Bring your palms back in towards or underneath of your shoulders. Hinge your hips and curl your toes. Come into your downward facing dog. Next, inhale, we're going to draw the left knee in towards our chest. Somehow, get that left foot in between your hands, the front of your mat. Exhale, kick off of our back foot. Inhale, we're in a Ardha Uttanasana position, a funny variation of standing splits. And then exhale, nose comes towards the left knee, forward fold. Bringing your right big toe to meet your left one. Inhale, stretch fingertips behind you once again. This time as you exhale, if you have the space, clasp all 10 fingers behind you and bring your nose towards your knees. Your Uttanasana, forward fold. So if you have tight shoulders, you can always keep your hands resting on your lower back. Your body is unique and it is important to honor it. If you're feeling sensation, great, but if you're feeling pain, that's no good. Take a full expansive inhale here. Exhale, release the grip of your fingers. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Arms come out and up. Palms touch up top. And then exhale. Palms land at heart center. So we're going to release our palms down by our hips now. We're going to make our way to turn towards and face the long edge of your mat. Separate your feet out a lot wider than your shoulders, tucking your tailbone forward and up towards your navel. Next, inhale, we're growing nice and wide, taking up lots of space. Your fingertips are going to be facing the 10 and 2 o'clock positions. You're imagining a clock. Exhale to stay. Inhale, grow nice and wide. Grow even wider through your palms. Tailbone is tucked forward. Arc in the spine. Exhale, we're going to heel toe our feet in, bend our arms, and we're going to make our way into a goddess or a horse stance. So all 10 toes are facing the corners of your mat. Your knees are bent. Arms are in a goalpost or a goddess position. Tailbone tucked gently forward. See if you can really stack your spine over your torso. Take a full breath in through the nose right here. Breath out. Perhaps you begin to dance your goddess. Floating gently side to side. Inhaling to take up space. And exhale. Fullest, deepest inhale here. And exhale. So seeing if you can flow with your breath. Seeing if you can take up lots of space with your breath. Another deep breath in and a breath out. Coming back to center, back to stillness. Next inhale, we're going to get nice and wide. Once again, arc into your spine, stretch out through your fingertips. Gaze is up towards the sky. Exhale, palms float down towards the earth, hinge at the hips, and we come into a wide-legged forward fold stance. So you do not have to have your legs super wide. Once again, if you're feeling it, you're doing it. So you can actually bring your feet in closer together. That allows for more space in your hamstrings. Crown of the head is down towards the earth. If you can't reach down, you can also place your hands on the block. Take a full inhale here in through the nose. And exhale. Next inhale, we're going to raise up just slightly here. Bring opposite hands to opposite elbows. Exhale, like we did in our goddess pose, we're going to begin to sway. So just imagining your head is a pendulum here and swaying from side to side. Taking up space with your breath. Fullest, deepest inhale here. And exhale, breathing into the sensations as you inhale. And exhale. Next, inhale, come back to center, back to stillness. Fingertips are on the earth. We're going to raise up to a flat back. And then as you exhale, you're going to heel toe your feet back in towards center. And you're going to make your way back to a comfortable seat. I like to, as I mentioned earlier, I like to sit on my block. That is a perfect amount of height for me. Practice. So we're going to end our class before we take Shavasana with some breath work. And this breath work is called Nadi Shodhana, or alternate nostril breathing. So alternate nostril breath is a great way to balance out the left and right sides of the body. The vernal equinox, which signifies the beginning of spring, is equal parts daylight and dark. So I like to include this breath work in my equinox practices for the spring and the fall. This is just a great way to balance and center. So as you come to your comfortable seat, you're going to close your eyes down. Once again, we're going to get long and tall in the spine. Let your shoulders melt down your back. Bringing your right hand up in front of your face. Let your left palm cup your right elbow. So in my body, my arm gets tired when it's up. So this is just a good way to help support that elbow, help support that arm. So you can do this a couple of different ways. You can bring your first two fingers in towards your palm and just use your thumb and your ring finger. My hands are always stiff. Or stiff a lot anyway. So it works better in my body if I rest my first two fingers on my third eye center on my forehead, and you'll be using your thumb and ring fingers. So, finding a comfortable position for your hand. Take a full breath in as your pinky and ring fingers are curled and your right thumb is relaxed out towards the right. Exhale. Take a full breath in through your nose. Plug off your left nostril with your right ring finger. So you're breathing in through the right nostril here. Expand out as far as you can go. So we're coming back to our taking up space theme. Plug off your right nostril with your thumb. Release the left nostril and exhale completely, navel to spine. So essentially, you are breathing in through one nostril, short breath retention, holding both nostrils, and then exhaling out of the other nostril. So we are on the left side, plugging off the right nostril. Inhale deeply in through the nose, expand out through your belly. Chest and side bodies. Take in as much air as you can. Short breath retention by plugging off both nostrils. Release the right nostril and exhale completely. Navel all the way to spine. Hold for just a moment. Inhale deeply in through the right nostril. Expand out. Plug off both. Short hold. Release the left nostril and exhale completely. Navel all the way to spine. Few more rounds here. Inhale deeply in through the left nostril. Hold both. Release the right nostril and exhale completely. Navel all the way to spine. Inhale deeply in through the right nostril. Hold both nostrils closed. Exhale completely through the left nostril. Two more rounds. Inhale deeply in through the left nostril. Hold both. And exhale out of the right nostril. So releasing the right nostril. Navel all the way to spine. Hold for just a moment. Inhale deeply in through the right nostril. Hold both. Release the left nostril and exhale completely, navel to spine. Last round. Inhale deeply in through the left nostril. Hold both. And exhale, navel all the way to spine. Exhaling completely through the right nostril or out of the right nostril, releasing your hands down. Being nice and quiet and still. And so you may choose now to make your way to your final Shavasana. If you are taking Shavasana, so typical Shavasana is laying all the way down onto the earth. You're taking Shavasana, lay all the way down and take up space. So that is our theme. Reminiscent with our theme. So getting nice and wide with your arms and your legs. Let your hands, palms facing up towards the sky, just relax. Let your feet fall out to the side. And if Shavasana does not feel good for you today, stay in your seated meditation. So that is where I am choosing to land today to finish this practice. And so wherever you are, you're getting nice and quiet and still. Perhaps you rest your hands in a specific way. So I am taking this mudra. Can't remember the name of it. And this is my favorite mudra to take when I am in quiet stillness. Thumbs are touching and I'm resting the back of my left hand to my right palm. This is great for concentration and clarity. And so as you notice, in my little corner of the world, there's a lot of noise, a lot of background noise. And unfortunately, that's life. There's a lot of background noise all the time. So taking this position of quiet stillness, adopting this mudra will help me be quiet and clarified. So every time your mind wanders in your quiet stillness, come back to full focus on your breath. Slowly beginning to reawaken. Perhaps you bring your attention back to that seedling under the earth is reawakening in line with the spring season. Just imagining that you are unfurling and regrowing or growing anew. Gently wiggling fingers and toes, circling wrists and ankles. Perhaps you take some other movements while you're still reclined, if you are reclined, to reawaken your physical body, such as windshield wipering knees. Maybe you bring your knees in towards your chest to give yourself a hug, wrapping your hands around your shins. If you're in a seated position and you have a mudra, just release the mudra and let your palms rest on your knees. Perhaps you shake your head no and then yes. Just drawing some circles. Perhaps you begin to twist your torso, just gently reawakening. Circling your arms out and up, reaching your fingertips up towards the sky and letting your palms float back down. If you're reclined, we will all meet in a seated position. And just noticing now, noticing what you may feel in your body after that short practice to welcome in the spring season. Just observe, no judgments, just observe what your body is feeling right now versus when you started your practice. And bringing your palms now to touch at heart center. Bow your chin in towards your chest, closing your eyes back down one last time. Thanking your body and your breath for this beautiful practice. Deepest gratitude that we can show up and move our bodies in this way. Bringing your thumbs to touch at your third eye center, the space in between your eyebrows. And the light and the dark in me honors the light and the dark in all sentient beings. And in our shared collective offerings, we bow forward. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, my yogi friends. See you soon.